Guys, I'm back, and as you can see, we have another painting here that was a really failed painting. I actually can't remember what I did with this one, but it did not work at all. So we are just going to do, I have so much of that leftover paint, I don't want to waste it. I really like the last painting. It was very, very colorful, very bright. So we're just going to use some of the colors from that, and probably the next pour, maybe the rest of the colors. I don't know yet, but we're just going to go with the colors that I've got left and see what happens. I think we're going to start off with some, no, I don't know. I'm afraid to start with the yellow. Start off with this metallic cobalt blue. Add a little bit of this, no, let's do some more yellow after that. There we go, some yellow. And then some of this crimson red. The yellow was daffodil. And you guys were using the same colors we used in the last painting. So just try and remember what those colors were. And if you can't remember, just go back and, listen to the last video, the beginning of it, because I do tell the colors, I'm pretty sure. We're just going to pour all the colors in here, although I'm thinking I might not have enough of all this paint to do this canvas. I probably do, if I can just, use some of this excess paint for the edges. Probably do that. Let's go ahead and scrape out the rest of this. Not much of this left. There we go. That's it for the pretty pink. Go ahead and use the rest of this blue here. Island blue, I believe this was. Put that in there. Some more of this pretty green. We got a lot of that green left, so we're using it. Dump the rest of this yellow in there. I think it's going to be a very yellow and green painting. I'll be surprised if it's not. That's it for the yellow, the daffodil. Let's go ahead and pour the rest of this in there, because I love it, so we don't want to waste any of it. And we might as well pour a little bit more green in there to top it off. There we go. Just let that sit for a second. And it's interesting, the last painting in that weird place, if you watch the last one where it was like magenta, but then it had like the little river lines going through it, there's some cells that came up through there after it sat for a few minutes. And it's like a real close-up shot would look really cool of it. Wow, look at that explosion of cells through that metallic. That is crazy, look at that. Holy cow. Wow. But you see what I'm talking about? Mostly yellow and green. Interesting. I bet we're going to lose lots of those little lines through there. Lots and lots of them. Let's get those corners covered real quick. Just wet down a little bit. Let's get some of that paint from the last painting. Put that over it. That works well. I have not cleaned off my table yet because I'm trying to get this done, well, to be honest, before I have fixed dinner. Okay. Wow, look at all the cells that are just like exploding in there. It's interesting. I haven't even torched it yet. Wild. Really doesn't even need torching, but I'm going to do it so we can get rid of the air bubbles. That's pretty down there. Not at all what I expected for this painting. Wow. I mean, you can just see it changing before your eyes. Normally it takes a little while longer to make that kind of change, but that's pretty cool. Okay, let's get us a corner catcher. This is just doing weird stuff here. The cells are all, they look like little amoebas because they're not perfectly round, because there's so many other cells that are coming up and mushing into them. It's very interesting. Okay, well, let's let's tilt. Well, let's put some other paint down real quick. I have a feeling this is just going to run right over itself, and I don't want it to do that. I may need to use up the rest of the screen anyway, so. Okay. That'll be good enough. Wow, very interesting cells. Let's go slowly. I like to keep the shape of some of those cells. Like I have some almost triangular shaped cells right there. Well, if you like lime green, this is definitely going to be the painting for you, I believe. Just slowly, slowly, slowly. See if we can not put our finger in the painting again this time. See, this is what happens when you use leftover paint. You always get surprised. Everything is always a surprise when you use leftover paint. And I say a lot of times the surprise is a good surprise. I think more of my painting, I love more of my paintings that were used done from leftover paint than anything else. Because maybe you don't have an expectation with leftover paint. You just, you're kind of waiting for whatever shows up. There we go. Why do I keep missing that corner? That is really odd. Okay, so now let's bring that back, and we're going to go off that corner next. Okay, let's go for this corner. Trying to keep my hands and my dripping paint out of that other painting over there. There we go. Oops, let's go a little further because that was going to end up being a really long cell that was going to come back onto the canvas. Okay, now we have to be careful and grab just the push pin underneath. And let's get all that excess paint off of there. So I'm not going to use the corner catcher. We're just going to let it stretch. Because I want to get rid of this long line of green right there anyway. Wow, this turned out way more rainbowy than I was expecting. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm liking that one. And see, as we stretched this side back that way, we loosened up some more paint and lost some more paint, so you got more cells coming up through there. So that one worked out pretty well, I would definitely say. So let's give it a real quick torch. And that's going to be it for that painting. Let's bring it down so you can see how pretty these cells are. All right, look at all these pretty cells. And for once, the brightness of the colors on the screen are exactly what I've got on the painting. Now, it will dull a little bit when it dries. But these are mostly Anita's paint, so they don't dull too much. And we'll bring it back to life a little bit with a clear coat on it. Just look at all the layers of the cells. Look how pretty. Try to keep you in focus a little bit there. There's just a lot going on when you really start to look at it. I mean, look at those cells that came up, those little cells. Wow, this one's really pretty. Alright guys, there's your pretty for today. I hope you like this one. I really love this one. Oh, I love this one. I love it more than the last one. So yeah, we've got a little bit of leftover paint. Not much. All we have is a little bit of white, some navy blue, some of that heather purple, a little tiny bit of gold, and then some of that ripe apricot. So I'm not really sure how pretty that one's going to be if we mix those colors together. We also have a little bit of that taffeta pink, but I really don't like the way it sort of takes over everything. So this may be the last painting in this. I think I'm not going to do another painting with those other 4 colors. I just don't see how those would turn out pretty. But yeah, I don't like that ripe apricot. For some reason, it's just not coming out in paintings the way I tend to like it. So I think this is going to be it with these colors. So anyway, sorry guys, I'm rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for supporting my channel by liking my videos and subscribing. Like I said before, if you're new to my channel, you know, if you just like this one painting or a couple of other paintings, just subscribe to my channel. We do all sorts of neat stuff around here, I think. You know, I'm always open to suggestions. So if you see something on another channel you'd like me to try, please let me know. I love to try new things. And again, thank you for supporting my channel, whether you donate to my channel through my PayPal link, or you watch the ads for me, or just like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope wherever you're on the planet, you're having a lovely day and you're happy and healthy. Love you all. See you later. Bye.